Good evening. Welcome on in to the evening edition of From Day One, courtesy of our good friends over at Dunning-Kruger. Tonight we will go and have an insane First Amendment audit leading to an arrest from the Firestone Park Branch Public Library. Dunning-Kruger, take it away, please.
Today's video takes us to the Firestone Park Branch Library, located in Akron, Ohio, where we get to watch an insane First Amendment audit, resulting in an arrest from one of our fearless freedom fighters. The first part of this video was released in June, but there has been a lot of development since then. First, he finally released the actual arrest portion of the video about 10 days ago. Following this, Accountability for All showcased the auditor's arrest on his channel, and whenever I can debunk that fraud without making him the central focus of the video, I shall do just that. The last development occurred when his case was adjudicated on October 2nd, so I'll be going over those documents as well. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like and comment below. Let's jump right in.
This is the Firestone Park branch. Stuff there.
Fast forward there due to boredom.
This guy works here. Looks like Patrick.
What's happening?
Not much. How you doing? Good.
You're not supposed to really be taking my picture.
Excuse me?
You're not allowed to take my picture. Can I take a picture of you?
This is Patrick with security that says I'm not allowed to take his picture.
Why are you taking my picture?
Patrick's pretty uninformed. He's kind of not that bright for a security guard, I guess.
So as you saw, I fast forwarded through all the dead air, but this rights protector apparently wasn't getting his desired outcome. So what does he do? He walks up to a man and zooms in on him to elicit a response. Once that response has materialized, the pearl clutching almost immediately comes to pass.
You're kind of an idiot yourself.
Well, listen to
Walking around
Patrick.
with your little camera, taking people's pictures,
Listen to
and
Patrick.
not doing anything. Do you have a real job?
Look at Patrick.
You
He's
have a
just
real
talking.
job?
Listen to him. He's like blah 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 blah
And
blah
you're like blah,
blah.
blah, blah.
This idiot.
Yeah, you're a turd.
Yeah.
You look like a turd.
Yeah. Listen
That
to him.
stupid hat you got on.
Ooh, listen
Like
to
the
this
Jungle
guy.
Larry.
Listen to this guy flying with his insults.
Yeah. You started it.
Listen to
I'm
him.
back here reading a book, minding my own business, and your fat ass comes up here and starts harassing me.
Oh, there's the security guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, calling people names. Real professional. Real professional.
Excuse me.
Don't touch me,
Don't
man.
touch me either.
You just put your hands on me.
No,
Do not touch
no.
me.
So the next time the majority of these guys proclaim they are fighting for my rights, show them this video. The auditor wanted this. He needed this reaction. He needed more AdSense on his YouTube channel. Full stop.
Talk to him. I have it on camera.
Yeah.
I have it
understand
all
that.
recorded.
You cannot get in people's face.
Did I get in his face?
Yes, you did.
No, you got in
I
my
was sitting
face.
back here reading this book,
I haven't
minding my own
moved.
business,
Shh.
and you
You're in
came
the
up and started
library.
calling me names.
Shh. You're in a library.
Excuse me, I'm the branch manager here. May I help the situation?
Who is this guy?
Tell this guy to leave me
Why
alone.
did he come back here and start harassing me?
I didn't harass you. I filmed
Okay.
you. That's
He
not.
doesn't,
Filming isn't harassment.
Filming is,
Filming is a First Amendment right.
I understand that, but if you're in his personal
I didn't
space-
enter his space. He
Yes,
was
you
sitting
did.
there.
You came right here, and I was by myself.
I was standing
and you
here
came
the
up
whole
and started
time.
calling me names.
Keep pointing your finger at me. You already pushed me
You're
once.
pointing your finger.
Pat.
You already pushed me
Pat.
once. It's on video.
Yeah.
Pat.
Push
Filing an
me-
assault
Pat,
charge
Pat.
in.
Patrick, please go to the staff area. Come on.
Pat was ready to throw down right next to the card catalog. I've said it before and I'll continue to say it within my videos. If the auditors didn't use their little cameras as protection, I have a feeling we'd see a lot more of them walking around with black eyes delivered courtesy of we the people.
Get away from me.
Okay,
You had
sir,
no
I am
reason
trying
to
get
get in my
Pat
face.
alone.
Back up. Please.
You just,
Pat.
why are you
Back
bumping
up.
into me?
I'm not bumping into
I
you.
have every, yes you did, you just did. I have every right to be here.
I didn't say you
He got in
didn't.
my face, I didn't get in
say you
his,
didn't. I'm
and
trying
now
to
you
diffuse
just got in my
this.
face.
I'm
You
trying to
are the
diffuse it.
second person to get in my face. He did it, you did it.
Pat, this is an order.
Back up.
Do whatever you need to do.
I'm gonna do whatever I do all damn day now. I'll be here all day.
Nope. No, you won't.
Call. Come on.
Yeah,
We're fine.
good for you.
Yeah.
Fine.
What's your badge number? Huh?
I'm gonna just.
What's your badge number?
898.
898, good. I'll be filing a complaint against you and Patrick because he doesn't know how to act.
Of course you will. This man elicits a reaction, gets the reaction he so craves, then wants to run to daddy government to tattletale because he's big mad.
I can call him all kinds of names, doesn't matter, it's First Amendment right. But you, sir, pushed me. You pushed me when you went.
I push you, you'd be unconscious.
Try it again then. Try it right now.
Yes, sir.
Try it right now. He just said he wanted to knock me out. Let's do it.
I said if I did.
Ooh, I'm afraid of Patrick.
Just go back to the staff area, please.
Patrick.
We gotta retreat from this crap.
Pat, go ahead.
Pat is clearly old school, and I dig it. He said, quote, "We have to retreat from this crap." And unfortunately for Pat, it's probably the wisest thing to do when you come face to face with these ambulance chasing prank channels.
I didn't get in his face. I never got near him. I stayed this far away from him. He came at me and pushed me. That is library related. He's your security guard, and you're the manager, right?
Yes, sir. I am handling the situation.
What is
Thank
your
you.
What is your name?
My name's Sylvia. What's your name?
Awesome.
There you go.
Thank you, Sylvia. Appreciate it.
Sure thing.
So Sylvia, the branch manager, did her best to de-escalate the situation. At this point, she hasn't even asked him to stop recording, even though their policy says she could have. More on that in a bit.
Let's check out what's out here. Oh, that's a school out there. Don't want to go to the school.
Interesting. Why not? The school is a public building, right? And according to you, if you can see it, you can film it.
Sir?
I can see it. I can film it. 100% the law. I can see it. I can film it.
So is this a moral objection he has to going to the school? If so, I'm curious as to why. Large portions of libraries are made for children. What exactly is the difference here?
You cannot film behind the desk. Please move away.
I can film whatever I can see.
Please move away. This is the staff area.
I'll film this all day.
Sir, I'm asking you to move away. This is the staff area.
Nope. Not gonna happen. Am I behind the staff area? Or am I in a
have to
public
be
space? Get off.
behind
Do
it.
not touch me again.
I'm not touching
You
you.
just
My
touched-
hands are right here.
Your body gear just touched me.
Oh, his body gear rubbed up against his shirt. Well, clutch those pearls even tighter now, Susan.
Back up. Give me some
There are
space.
computers that are staff computers. You cannot film those. Did you hear what I just asked you?
Shh.
You cannot film the staff computers. I'm asking you to step aside.
You're touching me.
My hands are right here. Not touching you.
That's touching me. Stop it. Move
Step
away.
aside.
I'm not stepping aside.
He is filming the staff computers, which is not permitted.
I can film anything I can see.
You cannot film staff computers.
We have
Personal information is available. I'm asking you to step back. Step
Quit
back.
pushing me. Who are you?
Step back.
You better
cannot
call
film-
somebody here. You better call a real officer
cannot
here right now, because you're
cannot
starting to get
film
on my
staff
nerves.
computers.
I said they could have already asked him to leave based on their policy of no recording if it disrupts or interferes with the operations or functions of the library. I'm guessing that they were just hoping he would leave, but as soon as he started recording their computers, they began taking action. The first part of the policy reads, "Photographing, filming, or video or audio recording that invades the privacy of persons in the library is prohibited." In fact, in 2020, the Ohio Library Council sent out a memo with some training and instruction on how to deal with First Amendment audits. It reads, Get prepared now. Talk with your local law enforcement. They are probably familiar with these types of groups. Make sure your library's code of conduct policy addresses patron use of photography, video, and audio recording within the library. Print copies of the policy and have them available at your service desks. Train staff on how to handle a, quote, audit. When a person comes in filming, greet the person courteously and maintain a calm demeanor throughout the conversation. Let the person know that you have a policy and ask them to stop filming. They will probably not comply, obviously, and tell you that it is their First Amendment right to film in public places.
I'm not moving.
You can leave
Where
if
am I?
you refuse to leave.
Where am I? In a public space?
It doesn't matter.
Am I in a public space?
You can leave.
Nope.
That's fine. I'll call somebody that,
You call somebody. You go get a rest. Rest yourself. You got a little headache going on, don't you?
If they do not comply, let them know that you must call the police because they have failed to comply with your request and have violated library policy. They will probably continue to film, because of course. Call the police and report that a person has violated library policy, is being disruptive, and has failed to comply with the request by staff to stop filming at the library.
If I can see it, I can film it. You're about to get a First Amendment violation on you, especially for putting hands on me.
You poor thing.
Somebody attacked me for filming in public, which is a First Amendment protected activity. And this officer just assaulted me and tried to eject me from a building, from public space, for conducting a First Amendment protected activity. That officer is going to get a little spanking.
Phrasing.
Obviously.
Oh gosh, I can see their computers again. This is crazy. Yeah, I think he just figured out he did something wrong. Yeah, he made that phone call and went away with his tail wagging between his legs.
Nah, I don't think so. I think they're just on step 8. Wait for law enforcement inside the library. Even if the person filming leaves the library, do not follow them outside. Handle the situation as you would anytime you would interact with law enforcement.
Are you going to deal with this?
I guess we'll see.
Yeah? You're going to try and trespass me?
Back away from me.
Don't touch me.
Back away
Do
from
not
me.
touch me.
You are in my personal
You
space.
just, this is the second time in 2 days that you assaulted
in
me.
my personal space.
Look, this is
Officer, he is in my personal space. I'm
former
not
captain,
comfortable.
retired captain.
6
Stop
feet.
touching me.
6
Stop
feet.
touching me. You are Mr. Touchy-feely. This is the second time in 2 days that
So,
you've touched me.
He violated our
This-
procedure. He
this is
reported
what he
sensitive
did.
information after being told to cease. He did not. After talking with the law department this morning.
I filmed
can-
from a public space. This guy yammers and yammers like a former captain from Akron Police Department.
He can't.
Yeah.
He's trespassing.
And this is
He
the guy
cannot
that
come in.
stomped on
If
my
he
foot
doesn't leave,
and messed up 3 of my
yeah, there's a 12
metatarsals.
on it. If he doesn't leave, he can be arrested.
I mean, yeah, she works here. She banned him. If he goes inside, we'll arrest him.
Okay.
Nope.
Boom. Did you see Sylvia? She's had enough of this guy's shit. That's worth a second watch. Wait for it. Wait for it. And there it is. Keep your head held high, Sylvia.
What's your name, badge number?
Officer Hughes.
You're going to arrest me if I go inside?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're going to arrest me for going into a public space. You just opened yourself up for a lawsuit.
I'd venture to guess that lawsuit will certainly hit some roadblocks if you, for instance, plead guilty.
You have to leave the building.
No.
Yes,
Nope. Stop touching me.
outside,
Stop touching me.
outside, or I will assist you in exiting the building.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm not leaving.
Let's go.
Do not.
You are
Let's go.
trespassing. You are trespassing. You've been warned. You are get that out of my face.
Let's go.
Keep touching me.
Outside.
Look at you assholes. Piece of
Outside.
shit.
Are
You
you
asshole.
going to edit that out too, like you did yesterday?
Keep
Huh? You
keep
gonna edit
approaching
that
me.
out?
Keep approaching me. You're a bitch.
You going to edit that out?
No. You're a
won't be
total
on-
bitch. And I'm going to put it on your LinkedIn channel.
Yay.
Yeah.
What do you want me
You're touching me.
to get out of my face? You're banned. Go home.
Go back inside.
somewhere else.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not banned. You can't ban me from a public space.
Yes, we can. It's
Nope.
a limited public forum.
Nope.
Do your law school research. It's a limited public
You
forum.
aren't
You
getting
violated
your way,
our policy.
asshole.
And there it is. In the case of Kramer versus Morristown, the Third Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that libraries are limited public forums. In Kramer versus Board of Police of Morristown, New Jersey, an important court opinion addressing a library user's right to enter and use the library, the court held that because public libraries are a limited public forum, constitutional protection is afforded only to those expressive activities that are consistent with the mission and purpose of the library. According to the Kramer opinion, other activities, including activities such as photography, filming, petition gathering, assemblies, and public speeches, may be regulated by the library using reasonable, viewpoint-neutral, time, place, and manner rules.
Keep talking.
Look at this stupid pig. This old retired pig. I smell bacon on you.
Keep your language to a minimal. You're in a public place. Do you want to be arrested for disorderly?
What are you, a cop?
Nope, I'm not.
Yeah.
But I do understand what's going on.
You don't
You're
have...
blocking the egress for these folks. You need to step over here.
Don't touch me.
Step over here.
Don't
Get
touch
out of
me.
the doorway. Get out of the doorway.
Stop pushing me.
Get out of the doorway.
They made it in, look.
Right, because you get your hands away from me.
Touch me. Man,
And
you've got problems.
I have problems?
Yeah.
You got
Touch
camera
me.
in my face.
You're both going to get into issues because you already f***ed up my foot.
Okay, it was an accident. I apologize.
No,
What
it wasn't.
more do you want?
You stomped on my foot right as I told you I don't have to listen to your garbage. And I
edit
don't.
all that out too?
I don't have to listen to you. I didn't edit anything out. I don't
Really?
edit
I didn't hear
anything.
your language yesterday that you swore in the library and I told you to cease.
You didn't see the whole video, asshole.
You didn't post the whole video.
It's,
and then there
that's
again, you're
because
using
it goes,
foul language.
It goes live tonight at 6:30.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
So I looked for this video that was supposed to be released because I was curious about the backstory here. I was unfortunately unable to locate any follow-up to this. Maybe it's because he was busy auditing marijuana dispensaries, which I've always found extremely odd. No matter your personal opinions on the plant, it's rather peculiar that these my rights protectors seem to have an issue with marijuana being legalized.
Why are you running into me? This is like the 5th time you put your hands on me or pushed me or bumped into me.
Back up.
You walked into me, you backed the f up.
Back up.
F you.
Back up.
You little piggy.
Back up.
F you. Get out of my face. Quit
Back
walking
up.
up on me and quit pushing me.
Back up.
We're doing it now, buddy.
No, you ain't. You're all going. This guy assaulted me 3 times. He assaulted me. Pick up my phone.
Turn your hand in.
You guys are getting it. So fucking fun.
That'll do.
Make sure you double lock that because it's really tight on the left one there. And where's my phone?
It's on the ground. We'll get it for you.
Don't stop recording. I'm suing you. I'm suing you.
No, don't sue me. Please.
Oh yeah, I'm suing you too.
And once again, for everyone in the back, everybody's being sued. I also found it ironic that as soon as he was cuffed, he immediately asked for a favor, requesting for his cuffs to be double locked. Were the torture cuffs a little snug for our tough little freedom fighter? Maybe he should have considered the consequences of cursing in their faces for 10 minutes. Before we get to what took place during his latest court appearance, let's take a quick look at what Josh Abrams, seen here reprising his role as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, had to say about this obvious injustice.
And this is where idiots will be idiots. Even the American Library Association recognizes that a library itself is not a limited public forum.
Well, hold the phone. This is news to me and would definitely change my outlook of what transpired during this arrest. Let's take a look, shall we? Per the American Library Association Guidelines for Library Policies, we don't have to travel any further than the 3rd paragraph. The publicly supported library is a government entity that provides free, equal, and equitable access to information for all people of the community it serves. When this purpose is confirmed in policies and practices, the library is a designated limited public forum for access to information. If we cruise on down to paragraph 6, it reads, public libraries function as limited public forums for access to information. Per their Library Bill of Rights, a person's right to use a library should not be denied or abridged because of origin, age, background, or views. Thus, policies, procedures, or regulations that may result in denying, restricting, or creating physical or economical barriers to access to the library's public forum must be based on a compelling government interest. However, publicly supported libraries' governing authorities may place reasonable and narrowly drawn restrictions on the time, place, or manner of access to library resources, services, or facilities, provided that such restrictions are content neutral and are not based upon arbitrary distinctions between individuals or classes of individuals. I mean, I could keep going. Remember when I read this case law of Kramer versus Morristown? It came directly from, you guessed it, the American Libraries Association. Is that enough? How about one more? Let's do one more. Remember when I read the Ohio Library Council? Well, it had a few other things to say. The First Amendment does not require the government, public libraries in this case, to grant access to all those wishing to exercise free speech rights on its property. The court looks to the nature of the government property at issue to determine what access restrictions are appropriate. Federal courts have deemed public libraries to be limited public forum, which means public libraries have some discretion to reasonably restrict the exercise of free speech rights in their buildings, especially to the extent that the conduct in question would be disruptive to the other patrons or inconsistent with the library's fundamental mission. In most cases, taking photographs and or recording videos of library staff or patrons without their permission can be prohibited as a matter of library policy. So is that enough, Stay Puffed, or do you have anything else to say?
To be perfectly clear, a limited public forum are places or activities within the library that are not normally services you would expect to receive at a library. For example, if there's a conference room and there's a yoga class or an author reading a book, or they're doing Pilates, you wouldn't expect to go to a library and get yoga or Pilates. These are limited public areas within the library. The library itself is not and will never be a limited public forum.
What in the word salad hellscape did we just run into? I just can't with this freedom fighter. Let's move on. So his two charges stemming from this event were disorderly conduct and criminal trespass. On June 26th, he was appointed publicly funded counsel, which is good news because now the auditor works for us. And he was all gung-ho, ready to take this case head on. I mean, subpoenas were sent out, and even a jury trial was actually set. But on October 2nd, he took a plea deal to reduce his charges. Because he took the plea deal, he was found guilty of the disorderly conduct, but they dropped the trespassing in lieu of the plea deal. He was also hit with 30 days in jail, with 28 of those suspended, and credit for 2 days of time served. He is now on probation for a full year, and he has a no-contact order from the Akron Summit County Library. The timing of the plea deal was certainly interesting given the fact that the day before, he posted some unseen footage of the event, which was mostly dead air. His and other comments within that video is what I really found interesting. Like when he said the following: limited public forum only pertains to the meeting rooms when, quote, private entities or individuals reserve the space for meetings, yoga, and church meetings. I wonder where he got that idea. And EJ74 wrote, this will be great played in a courtroom. LOL. These idiots exposing themselves is great. Oh, EJ, I hope you don't watch this video, buddy. You're going to be sorely disappointed. And finally, Wani1970 wrote, this is golden. Just leave a fool alone long enough and he will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt he is a fool. The only place that's a limited public forum is the meeting rooms, only when it's occupied. You cannot enter them, but you can record through the windows if there are any. Oh, poor Wani. He's going to be really upset about this one, too. All right, before we let Abrams take us out, please remember to subscribe, like, and comment below. Take it away, Stay Puffed.
Police often ask me why people hate them. They can't understand and their minds can't comprehend why people don't believe that they're heroes. It's at this moment where I will have this video queued up and ready to play. It's videos like this that answer that question for them.
When you do cue that video up,